The first thing you hear when you walk in is that waterfall. It's like we're not even in LA.
I'm Sara Gore and welcome to Open House NYC, everyone. Today's show is all about classic luxury meets bespoke modern design. And I am bringing it all to you from this gorgeous full-floor penthouse in Chelsea. This home epitomizes high design, radiant light, and timeless charm on a grand scale at nearly 4,000 square feet. Check out this triple exposure great room where you can cozy up to the wood-burning fireplace. There's custom millwork and herringbone flooring throughout, and it all extends effortlessly to a wraparound terrace, one of two that puts you above the treetops of the neighborhood. The kitchen is a chef's dream, decked out with only the best, along with marble countertops, oak cabinetry, and playful bursts of color. And let's not forget about the stylish and oh so quiet corner bedroom suite with its very own wood-burning fireplace. I'm sure you'll agree this is the kind of home you'll positively pine for on a busy day. We are getting started on Park Avenue at this full-floor pre-war classic on the Upper East Side. Perched just above the tree line with nearly 50 feet of western exposures, this massive great room would be worth a look on its own. But the home is well over 4,000 square feet, so the delights and the surprises, well, they definitely don't end there. See what I mean?
For many, the pinnacle of success is a Park Avenue address. Welcome to the 5th floor at 823 Park Avenue. I'm Maria Manuche and I can't wait to show you around. Located in this quintessential pre-war condominium, this full-floor apartment has approximately 4,200 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, and its own private elevator landing. But the true star appeal of this apartment is this double-sized living room. What further distinguishes this living room are these incredible windows. Made of beautiful mahogany, these 6/6 windows are the definition of luxury. With 48 feet facing Park Avenue, you can really appreciate being on the 5th floor. You're in the trees, while still being removed from the hustle and bustle of the Ave. Gaze up at these distinctive coffered ceilings. And for a touch of understated elegance, a gas-burning fireplace framed by a marble mantelpiece. And with these generous proportions, you have opportunities for several seating areas, perfect for entertaining large or small. Touring this home, you can really appreciate the dialogue from room to room. On the north side, you have a stately paneled library, and behind me, you have the most alluring formal dining room. Walking in here, you know you've got every holiday covered in grand style. While you can easily seat 16 for a big soiree, it's intimate enough for a romantic dinner for 2. And what's more romantic than a fireplace? Welcome to this beautiful country kitchen on Park Avenue. Not only is this a joyful space, it is sophisticated enough to handle any haute cuisine. It has top-of-the-line appliances, custom cabinets, and this amazing center island. And no country kitchen would be complete without a farm sink. And there's even enough room for a breakfast nook. The bedrooms are located in their own wing, and the primary bedroom is its own wing within the wing. Now this is an appropriate sized primary bedroom that easily accommodates a king-size bed, has 2 exposures, tall ceilings, and is pin drop quiet. The hallway is lined in closets. You have your own private office, perfect for Zoom meetings, plus a sumptuous private bath with a soaking tub with views onto Park Avenue. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this pinnacle of success at 823 Park Avenue, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Coming up, Townhouse Living in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're with architects Jess Hinshaw and Andrea Fisk, principals behind Shapeless Studio. They show off how they reimagined this classic townhouse in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn into a contemporary dream home that establishes a personal design identity while still paying homage to its architectural past. See what I mean?
Hi, I'm Jess Hinshaw.
And I'm Andrea Fisk. We're the founders of Shapeless Studio, an architecture and interior design company based in Brooklyn.
What I really love about this project is it's my mom's home, and I feel enormously grateful that I got to design the space for her. We wanted the home to be historic, but also modern, fresh, warm, and bright.
To achieve this, we've mixed the historic woodwork with clean, modern details throughout. Once you walk through the front door, the first thing that you see is the staircase. This is one of the few original details that was remaining in the house, and it has a really lovely newel post.
The tiles are a recreation of the tiles in Hemingway's house in Key West. This is actually where my husband and I got married. We used a very specific color palette throughout the home. We used pale oak and London fog to make the spaces warm and inviting.
We wanted the living room to be a bright, happy family space. We selected this golden sofa so that it would reflect a warm, happy light, and we positioned it facing towards the fireplace, the focal point in the room. We couldn't find anything perfect for a coffee table, so we decided to design it ourselves. With one of our favorite millworkers, James Harmon, we designed this low-profile marble-top coffee table.
And since my mom loves to host, we wanted to make the space conducive for socializing, so we brought in another chair, the puffer chair by Moving Mountains. Every Friday night, my mom hosts my brother's family and my family for dinner. Because of this, the kitchen and dining room are fundamentally important. Because we're a big family, we sourced a custom dining table by Loic Bard to seat all of us.
We paired it with these fun chairs that have an arched back, which is referential to the arched doorways throughout the house.
We wanted the kitchen to be beautiful, but it also had to be incredibly functional.
The cabinetry was a custom design. There's an integrated handle that's hidden from view in each of these rounded edges.
We wanted the island to be a statement piece. The white oak stands apart from the painted millwork throughout. It has beautiful fluted detail, which give it a lot of texture and tone. Over the island is a Muller Van Severen light. This is also referential to all of the arches throughout the home. We positioned the principal suite on the south side of the building so it's filled with natural sunlight. And we created a lush atmosphere using kitty gray for the walls.
Though the arch is one of the most traditional shapes in architecture, we've designed it in a very modern way with a museum reveal. The pair of arches lead to the walk-in closet and to the primary bathroom.
We wanted the bathroom to be very bright in juxtaposition to the darker bedroom. We designed this custom mirror. Its scale is in proportion to the sink below, and its detailing matches the kitchen. We wanted the shower to be flooded with sunlight, so we installed a skylight directly over it. After all, my mom used to live in Florida. Downstairs, we designed a family room. It also serves as my mom's library and a connection to the outside.
The focal point of this room is a modern fireplace which has a plaster finish and a fluted detail.
In here, we selected this sectional, the Hay Soft Max, because we wanted a soft space to retire to. We wanted to blur the indoor and outdoor spaces. Because of this, we chose a similar colored tile on the exterior of the house. And we also did this through the use of accordion doors. The garden was designed with 4 quadrants of program. We wanted a dining space, a spa space, a play area for the kids, and a nice sectional to relax in. This project was truly a labor of love because it was my mom's home.
It was also fun to design. We love working on townhouse projects where we can combine old with new.
We think it turned out great. Hope you enjoyed taking a look.
Coming up in just a few, we are in sunny Brentwood, California for a tour of this tranquil estate you are definitely not going to want to miss. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're with Claire and Samantha O'Connor, real estate partners and siblings who show off this bucolic estate in the heart of Brentwood. This is a home that blends organic design with modern LA luxury. See for yourself.
Hi, I'm Claire O'Connor with Berkshire Hathaway.
And I'm Samantha O'Connor with Berkshire Hathaway. We are sisters and we work together as O'Connor Estates.
We are so excited to show you our new listing at Benmore Terrace.
The grounds outside consist of a sauna, you have an outdoor shower, you also have beautiful lush greenery, and you also have your 40-foot waterfall.
So I think, Sam, I'll take the main floor, you do the top floor.
Sounds good?
Let's head inside. One of the first things you'll notice when you walk into the house is this beautiful bar area, and it's made this into a very defined space. This moment is about welcoming guests into this home. It's a beautiful home for entertaining, and it really sets the tone for the clean lines that you'll see throughout the house. We have a beautiful dining space with a custom-made dining table. We also love this dining space because through the window you can see the beautiful lush greenery, along with hearing the waterfall. It makes for an incredible ambiance for your guests. The windows in this room are actually original to the Quincy Jones design, but it really creates an incredible ambiance, especially when entertaining. We have the fireplace, the shape of which is original to the home. We've updated it with some natural stone tiles and slate at the base. So you'll notice there's no TV in this room. This room is really meant to be a space for conversation and enjoying the scenery. When you do want to cozy it up a bit, we have a wonderful den, and here's where you end your night with your family. The main level of this house is a blend of clean lines and natural light.
And if you think the natural light is good in here, honestly, I can't wait to show you upstairs. And the best part about going upstairs are the stairs themselves. Halfway up this beautiful staircase, you're surrounded by windows, which means more natural light, as well as the outside and the luscious greenery. So as you come to the top of the stairs, you have your 3 main bedrooms, but I really want to focus on this primary suite because it is sure to just blow you away. So this is the primary suite, and it really is like a retreat because the first thing you hear when you walk in is that waterfall. You have your private balcony too, where you can overlook this amazing oasis. And when you close these doors, the whole world kind of melts away. And when you want to retreat from this beautiful scenery, you can head back into the primary suite. And there's this custom den, and it's right next to this beautiful bed with the custom sconces. You have windows to my left and to my right, and also above my head. As you make your way down this hallway towards the primary bath, you're drenched in light from these skylights. And it leads you to my personal favorite room in the house, this primary bathroom.
Well, this was a lovely day. We loved showing you around.
It's a really fun property to show off as well. It's beautiful at every turn. Thanks so much for stopping by. We hope to see you at the next property.
Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, how light and literature influenced this architect in the design of her own apartment. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're with architect Valerie Schweitzer at her very own apartment on the Upper West Side. Valerie modernized her home with a clear set of architectural principles that, among other things, celebrated contrast and enhanced the flow of light. The result is a deeply personal live-work home filled with all the things that inspire her. See what I mean?
I'm Valerie, principal of Valerie Schweitzer Architects, here in New York City. Welcome to my home. This pre-war updated apartment right on Riverside Drive centers on 3 design principles: daylighting, contrast, and sensuality. By opening up apertures and adding glass doors on both sides, we pulled in light from both the east and the west. Contrast applies to the juxtaposition of muted, chalky walls with bursts of color, which you can see even in the art piece beyond. And finally, sensuality through multi-layered textiles, colors, and collections. I have to admit, there's a bit of a movie and literature theme going on throughout the apartment. Even our affectionate 4-legged friend is named Goethe. The living room beckons you with a burst of color from a painting by me that hangs over a collection of vases. The mantle is painted a dirty green to highlight the original limestone hearth and also pull in that touch of greenery and nature from the park. There is also a mix in the furniture from very contemporary streamlined to mid-century modern to the antiques that my mother and I would search for in the Cotswolds of England. Another interesting design feature is the ebony white veined marble and the metal ironworks that draw in modernity. They also tie in with this historical 16th century Italian grill. The dining room is more intimate and envelops you in a rich cobalt, and the paintings add to this medley of color with a kind of symphony of blue. In addition to the artwork, there are these prehistoric drawings by me from the 1990s when we did everything by hand. The centerpiece of this room is the nearly industrial white oak table that contrasts with the soft, organic, pale green curtains. And again, there's always touches of literature, in this case, my husband's favorite bust of Mark Twain. Again, with a literary theme, I call this the Jane Eyre kitchen with a twist, because it has the leaded glass cabinets and checkered black and white marble floor that could be from the 1800s. The material of this countertop is quartzite and is perfectly appropriate for the hearth of the home. And for a touch of playfulness, I brought in this wonderful pendant light. This is my workshop, like Geppetto's, where I build physical wood models and also computer ones. The floors here are resilient cork, as are these walls, which I installed myself, and these bamboo floating shelves and desks, which point to sustainability. This small space shows that you don't need a big budget to elevate your office. Across the hall is this romantic den. As bibliophiles, we had to install sturdy shelves to contain our collection of literature and design books. This deep yellowy ochre velvet couch is so wonderful for snuggling up with the dog, and a rug that reminds one of A Passage to India. The bedroom cocoons you in a soft green that ties in with the greenery outside. You wake up with a view that says, "Brave Soldier," and the intimate corner with the velvet chair is the perfect place for reading a book and unwinding. And since I have a thing for birds, especially toucans, you'll notice all the bird paintings and drawings. And the little parrot that brings me luck. As a humanist, I do believe architects are tasked with trying to make the world a better place and bring people together. And you can use tools like light, multi-layered textures, and color to do that. I hope you enjoyed touring this home.
We've got to take a short break, but coming up in just a few, we're at home with this Long Island City-based artist. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're in Long Island City with artist Cullen Washington. Cullen wanted his modern apartment to be a reflection of his life's work, along with some show-stopping furniture and design details. Let's join him for a closer look.
Hello, my name is Cullen Washington Jr. I'm an artist and educator. I live here in Long Island City with my girlfriend Jessica, who is also an artist. Welcome to my home. Come on in. When you walk into our home, the first place you enter into is our kitchen. We do a lot of cooking here, a lot of baking. It's a great place for us to create. It's all about creativity in our home. What attracted us first about this apartment was height and light. 12-foot ceilings and ceiling-to-floor windows. We have great views of the neighborhood and even Manhattan. In fact, this is where my girlfriend Jessica does all of her work, right here in this space. And like any good artist's home, we're surrounded by what we do. Our artwork influenced the design of the apartment and also the pieces that we brought here. We went with mid-century modern and African accents with muted color palette and clean lines. Our coffee table is by Manuche. We also have a Wasili lounge chair in white leather and a car stool with bison leather with African accent mud cloth draped across. In the apartment, I've curated a selection of abstract and African art books. The reason why I have both is because abstraction has its roots in Africa, and I'm an African-American abstract painter. Now that I've shown you the work here in my home, let's head over to the studio. In New York, convenience is currency. My studio is only a 5-minute walk away. Welcome to my studio. This is where the magic happens. I have big wall space, enough space for me to create, and good light. Here is where I make my large and medium scale abstract paintings, as you can see here on the wall. I want the viewer to have a transcendent experience, all the cares and worries of the world to be shed away. These works are in preparation for a solo show I have coming up soon. As you can see, my life is art. I live with it and through it. Thank you so much for visiting my studio and home.
Give this video a thumbs up and let us know which of these gorgeous homes featured in this episode was your favorite. So many to choose from. Which will you pick?